Alright, good afternoon, Arkansas. This is Assistant Chief Forecaster Cameron back here once again. I'm here to give you guys a little bit of a video blog going over Friday, and then we're going to talk about what's going on today here, guys. So, I want to talk about this because I know there's going to be a lot of people that's going to tune in. They're going to say that they've got not freezing rain, sleet and snow going on, and you're looking at radar and you're like, why is it not popping up on radar? Because our radar right now is depicting that South Arkansas is seeing rainfall, but we know better, okay? We know what's going on at the ground level. That's why we ask you guys for ground reports, okay? So right now, where you see these oranges and these red down here in southwest Arkansas and southern Arkansas, this is more than likely sleet or even some light snow mixing in with the rainfall at times here, guys. So, as I said before, I hope everybody's having a great day across the board. We got a lot to talk about at this time here, but you can see what's going on here down here in southwest Arkansas here. So, as I said before, do not let radar fool you. It's going to tell you that it's rain, but we know better. We know what's going on at the ground level. So that's why we're saying that some reports of sleet and some snow down here in southwest Arkansas is being reported. That's because you got a lot of cold air aloft, okay? So that's quickly moving to the north and east, okay? This is moving along I-30, fisting to come into the metro within the next 20 to 30 minutes here, so it should not cause too big of issues on roadways or anything like that, but you guys know, take it easy on the roadways here. But regardless of the winter weather that's ongoing down here in southern Arkansas right now, beneficial rainfall for our folks down there in southern Arkansas. You guys have been in a severe drought. There's a good amount of rainfall going on across southern Arkansas, but you are seeing some winter precipitation kind of mixing in. So if you're wondering what's this white area on the screen, this is the special weather statement that you guys saw first thing this morning from the National Weather Service in Little Rock here. So this is regarding the Friday and into Saturday morning time frame here. So unseasonably cold temperatures along with the increasing potential of winter weather for Arkansas as we get towards that Friday, especially Friday evening and the Friday night time frame here. So confidence is increasing for the potential of accumulating winter precipitation by this point, okay? However, right now there's still computer model guidance difference between the accumulation amounts. So right now we haven't put an accumulation map out on the page yet. However, we'll wait and see what evening guidance does tonight, and then we may have that for you guys probably either late tonight or first thing tomorrow morning. But I am going to go over our winter weather outlook here. So let's take a look at current temperatures here. But as I said before, if you're just tuning in right now, we've gotten a lot of reports down there in southern Arkansas, sleet, light snow, mixing in with the rain. This is what you're seeing here. But as I said before, do not let radar fool you at this point here. There's more that meets the eye with that down there in southwestern Arkansas. That is quickly moving off to the north and east here. So this is the current temperatures across the board here. Look at what's going on. So right now we're in the 40s, even in some cases, especially in southeast Arkansas, in the low 50s, still in the 30s up here in northern and northwestern Arkansas. So there's a good amount of cold air to be worked with, but this is why we're not concerned about any road issues or anything like that for today here regarding what's going on down there in southern Arkansas at this point. So we got 43 in Fayetteville, 43 in Mena. Let me see if I can get some of these other stations to pull up at this point. Okay, so there we go. Alright, so we got 39 up there in Fayetteville, 43. Well, 39 in Bentonville, 43 in Fayetteville, 43 in Fort Smith, 45 right now in Arkadelphia, 43 in Camden, 41 in El Dorado, and 43 in Texarkana here. So as I said before, that's that precipitation moving over. It's mixing in with some rainfall at times down there in southern Arkansas, but with the ground temperatures and the surface temperatures being well above freezing, I'm not expecting any sort of major impacts down there in southern Arkansas and southwest Arkansas. But you guys know, if you're traveling this afternoon, watch out for the roadways down there in the southern Arkansas here. So as I said before, let's talk about Friday here. Let's talk about what we could be expecting as we get towards that Friday time frame. So this is going to be our Futurecast here. I'm going to kind of speed blitz this through. Give me 1 second. I'm going to pull this up for you guys here, and we'll show you what to expect as we get towards that time frame. Now, as I said before, we're still a couple of days away, so accumulations right now are still yet to be seen here, but I'm going to take you guys all the way to right around this time frame here. So this is right around Friday afternoon. So you're going to see this here just shortly. There it is right there. Okay. So what's going to happen is the cold air is going to start moving in as we get towards the Friday morning and in the Friday afternoon time frame. Okay. Then what's going to happen is as that cold air is beginning to move in, your moisture is going to be moving in at the same time. That's what's going to lead to the potential of seeing winter weather across the state. Now, so before, confidence is increasing on the potential of seeing accumulating precipitation. How much accumulation could we be talking about? It's a wait and see. Your ground temperatures right now are in the upper 50s, low 60s. So, yes, you can still see accumulation with that, but it's going to cut into your accumulations at this point, okay? So, as I said before, that Sunday that we're just going to have to watch is right around 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Let me go ahead and turn this off for just a second here, okay? So, we're going to go ahead and take this out just a little bit further here. Give me 1 second. Let me go over here. There we go. So this is right around 84 hours out here. So this is as far as the NAMR is going to go. So you're looking at the NAM, okay? Now, I'm going to tell you guys about this, okay? So this is 6 p.m. Friday evening, okay? So this is what I'm talking about right now. If you're looking at this, you're wondering about timing, this is what I mean right now. So we're looking right around at 3 to 6 p.m. time frame for much of the state, and then into eastern Arkansas and southeast Arkansas by the time we get towards that 9 to midnight time frame, Friday night and early Saturday morning here. But ignore this up here. This is not rain, by the way. That is all snow up there here. But you can see majority of the area is seeing snow. This purple area that you're seeing is sleet being mixed in. I know a lot of people have been concerned about the potential of seeing some freezing rain or ice with this event. Folks, I think this is going to be primarily a sleet/snow event for much of the natural state here, and this will quickly move off to the east really, really quick. It's going to be a very quick hitting snowfall across the state. It's not going to be anything long lasting or anything like that, but I would plan on for some travel issues as you get towards Friday night and the early Saturday morning here. And speaking of which, let's talk about temperatures real quickly here. So I know everyone's got questions about what's going to be happening and everything. I'm going to get to you guys' questions as soon as I get this information out here. So once I get this information out, then I will get back to you guys and talk about the what's going to be happening as we get towards that time frame and what's going on right now here. Because I know everybody's kind of tuning in right now, trying to figure out what's going on at this point here. Okay, so this is right around 6 p.m. on Friday. Okay, so we've got temperatures across the state well below freezing in some places here, and in southern Arkansas and southeast, you're still above freezing. Okay, so this is why we're saying once this snowfall moves in, we could have some, especially initially, some road issues, depending on how fast that snowfall falls as we get towards that Friday evening and then the Friday overnight time frame here. Now, first thing Saturday morning, there could be some road issues as well, but throughout the day on Saturday, your temperatures are going to start moderating, okay? Basically, that means that your snowfall is going to be melting, your road conditions are going to become pretty clear. So I think by Saturday evening and Saturday night, you should be relatively good to go. However, Friday night and especially early Saturday morning, I would plan on with some hazardous travel issues across the board. And depending on how much we could potentially be talking about, let's talk about the snowfall depth real quick, okay? So right now has the heaviest snowfall across northern Arkansas, northwestern Arkansas. Much of the area not seeing much, but keep in mind this is right around 6 p.m. So this is right at the start of the event. But the one thing I would say is depending on how much we can get, there may be some winter weather advisories or maybe a winter storm watch. We'll have to wait and see on all that depending on how much we get in terms of snowfall accumulations. I know the road temperatures and the ground temperatures are going to play a big role in that, but I would definitely see at least a winter weather advisory for snowfall across Arkansas as we get towards probably either tomorrow or Thursday, and especially during the day on Friday here, guys. So before, that's all I got at this point in terms of Friday here. Now I'm going to try to jump into some questions here. So we're going to go back to our local radar here, guys. Bear me for just a bit. Having some technology issues here. It's going to come up in just a bit, but I'm going to jump on here, give you guys some updates in terms of what's going on across the board right now. And I know everybody's kind of wondering about what's going on at this point. So let me see here. What time on Friday? Corby, I got to your question. Looking right around Friday afternoon and Friday evening right now, but that still remains to be seen across the board. While we're waiting for this, by the way, we can go ahead and jump over to our map here that we had this morning. So bear me for just a bit. Okay, I'm going to jump over to the map that we had this morning on the page. Okay, so this is the map that we had on the page. It's the first look statewide winter weather map. Okay, so northern Arkansas and western Arkansas, we're looking at primarily all snow up there. Now, in central, eastern, and southwestern Arkansas, this is where we're going to start seeing the potential of rain, maybe some rain and sleet, especially initially, and then you should quickly transition over to all snow by the time we get towards Friday evening and into Friday night. And then in far southeastern Arkansas, right now, confidence is not high enough in a mix, but that may change with our Nets update, which is probably going to be first thing tomorrow morning or even late tonight at this point. It just depends on what happens with the colder that's going to be coming in and stuff like that, folks. So before, it's going to be a cold weekend. Tommy, I think it's going to be cold on Saturday. On Sunday, temperatures are going to moderate very, very quickly. This is going to be one of those events that is going to hit 24 hours to 48 hours later. You're going to be good to go. Temperatures next week are going to be back into the 60s and low 70s across the board. So this is not going to be anything like last year where we had a prolonged impact with this winter weather. It's not going to be anything like that. It's just going to be probably Friday night, Saturday morning, travel issues. By the time we get to a Saturday night, we should be good to go, and especially on Sunday, with temperatures getting back into the 60s and the low 70s by the time we get towards next week here, guys. So, any travel issues for Thursday? No. Thursday, you should be good to go, okay? I know I've had a lot of questions about Thursday as well. You should be really good to go on Thursday. We're talking Friday evening into Friday night and early Saturday morning at this point, okay? So that's why we're saying we'll probably have impacts maps out and stuff like that by the time we get towards this evening. Just waiting on a little bit more guidance coming in at this point. Jeff, that is a wait and see. Michael, I will go over to Euro here in just a bit. Thank you guys for all the reports, by the way. And also, if you have any photos or videos of today, if you're getting sleet right now or snow, and you can see it outside, get some video. I may be able to pull it up on the live stream here in just a bit. You can send it over to us in our PM, or you can send it to us on our website, guys. So I'm going to try to get that up for you guys if y'all have that as well. Okay, so El Dorado, Highway 167, Friday, any issues of real concern? During the day, Friday, you're going to be relatively good to go down there in southern Arkansas. It's Friday night and Saturday mornings where I'm really concerned about the potential of seeing these snowfall across the area. Okay, so Thursday, you're good to go. Friday, for much of the day, you should be good to go unless you live in northern Arkansas. And then Friday evening, Friday night, Saturday morning, that's where we're going to start seeing some travel issues. And then by the time we get towards Saturday night, we should be relatively good to go across the board. Okay, so before, this is our current map. Right now, it's a first look. So what does first look mean? That means that this is our first thinking, what we're initially thinking about Friday. Things can and will change with the next couple of graphics that you guys are going to be seeing. So it's very important you guys stay with us for updates. And thank you all guys for the likes and the follows as well. Our page has really exploded over the last couple of days here. So Margarita, any travel issues to Mount Hope and Little Rock, asking for an appointment on, okay, we're talking Thursday, Friday. What time frame are we looking at for that? And I can be able to answer your question with that one, okay? So, let me see here. I'm taking students to Branson, Missouri, Friday afternoon, coming back late Saturday night. Chase, that's going to be a question mark right there because you're going to have snow ongoing across northern Arkansas by that point, okay? So, watch for us for updates. We'll have all the information for you guys over the next couple of days here, but I would definitely pay attention for updates, Chase, okay, because it's going to be a questionable up there in North Arkansas. You guys are going to be getting the ball rolling pretty quick up there in North Arkansas, so you may run into some travel issues on your route to Branson, Missouri up there here. So let me see here. I see that one question about accumulations. I said before, accumulations right now are still uncertain because it varies with computer model guys. Speaking of which, let's take a look at that real quick, okay? So, Michael, you're going to see what I'm talking about here. We're going to go ahead and pull up the computer model guidance real fast here. So, let's talk about accumulations real quick. This is the reason why you don't have an accumulation map out from us right now, okay? So, let's talk about the snowfall accumulations. Let's look at the NAM. Okay, I know the 18Z is not coming out, so this one should be pretty interesting. See what it's going to do, because it's going to get more closer to the Friday time frame here. Now, let's see here, okay? So this is the accumulation map right now. If you were to go with the NAM, keep in mind, NAM is just now catching on to this event, so it's early on. But, Chase, this is the reason why I'm telling you, you may want to watch out for travel issues up here in northern Arkansas by the time we get towards Friday afternoon, Friday evening, because that's where the precipitation could start up there in northern Arkansas here. But in terms of accumulations here, let's use the GFS for a bit, because I'm aware that the NAM is not going to be right at that mark just yet. Let me see if I can go ahead and show you guys GFS real quick. Okay, so we're going to take GFS out for just a bit, then I'm going to show you guys 12Z Euro at this point. Okay, so give me 1 second. It should be loading up relatively quickly here. Give me 1 bit. 1 second. You're gonna work with me today or not? Okay. Okay, give me 1 second here. I may have to reload this. Okay, so some reason it's not want to cooperate with me. Okay, bear me for just a bit, guys. Stay by for just a second. See if I can get this low. There we go. All right. We're back rolling. Okay, so this is a GFS, by the way. So first of all, GFS has came way down with totals. It had 2 to 4 inches of snow at one point. Now you're talking a broad area of 1 to 2 inches of snow. So this would be a statewide winter weather event across the area if you were to go with the GFS. Okay, so this is what we're looking at here. Now let's talk about the Euro at this point. Okay, so Euro at the same time. Let me see if I can switch this over to the Euro real quick, and then you're going to see what I'm talking about. So NAM right now, 1/2 inch to 1 inch, greater accumulations in northwest Arkansas. You go GFS, a broad area of 1 to 2 inches of snow, higher in the elevated areas up there in northwestern Arkansas. We will have to watch out for southwest Arkansas, but if you go GFS, everybody gets snow, at least a little bit of snow across the board here, okay? Euro is going to be coming up at the same time here in just a second. But you see the reason why we don't have accumulation map out right now, okay? There's just a lot of uncertainty at this point, okay? So northern White County roads, 3 p.m. Friday. Right now it's wait and see, okay? So therefore, we can't give you specific details on when to expect road conditions, when to expect snow, etc. We can't give you information on when it's going to happen at your house. All we can tell you is that be prepared for it. There is the potential for it, but there's still a couple of days for some tweaks in the forecast, okay? So before going over questions at this point, I know we've been getting mixed reports about, mixed feelings about this winter weather event coming out, because some people want the snow, others are tired of winter weather. I'm kind of a mix right now at this point, okay? So let me see here. What about Woodruff County? So before, guys, too early to talk specifics, okay? All I can tell you right now is be ready for the potential right now, because we're still 3 to 4 days away, okay? So I can't give you specific location time. I can't sit here and tell you when it's going to fall at your location. The best thing I can tell you is to be ready for it. The potential is on the table for accumulating snowfall across this board here, okay? Jessica, thank you for the report. And so before, guys, if y'all are seeing winter weather right now, feel free to send us photos, videos in the inbox. We'll get that information up for you guys at this point, okay? So this is the Euro, the 12th Euro. I'm going to take a look at this real quickly here. So first of all, the Euro tonight, and we're going to have to watch this close, okay? So this is the Euro trying to throw out a mix of precipitation across the board here. So generally 1/10 of an inch, maybe as high as 1/2 inch of a little bit of snow, maybe some sleet down there in southwestern Arkansas. We'll have to watch that close tonight. I believe that's what the ongoing event at this point here. So we may have a little bit more cold air to work with, but it shouldn't be anything major across the board, okay? So we're going to take this out all the way to about Friday afternoon here, okay? So if you go with the Euro, you can see what happens with the Euro. The Euro is 2 to 4 inches of snow across the board. Further to the south and east is where you start seeing the less accumulations, okay? So this is why you don't have accumulation map out right now. There's just too much uncertainty on what the GFS says, what the Euro says, and stuff like that. I can even show you the Canadian. I don't think the Canadian has that much unless it's changed with the 12Z run here. So you get the generalized idea. You get the reason why. And there's the Canadian, by the way, okay? You go Canadian, you're all central and north. South Arkansas sees nothing, okay? So this is why you're saying the accumulations are all over the place right now. That's why you don't have accumulation maps out at this point. Right now, we can tell you, be ready for the potential snowfall for Friday and Saturday. Accumulations are still questionable right now. Impacts are still questionable at this point here. It all depends on how much snowfall we can get with this event. This will not be an ice event. We're not expecting freezing rain, or we'll take that back. We're not expecting freezing rain with this event. There may be some sleet as the air begins to cool down, but I'm not expecting freezing rain with this. This is going to be a primarily sleet / all snow event across the natural state here, guys. So, Melissa, thank you for that report. Dustin, I got to your question. Nancy, thank you for the report. Let me see here. Donna, thank you for your report as well here, guys. So before, if y'all are seeing sleet, feel free to take pictures, videos. We'll try to get that up for you guys on the live stream here in just a bit, okay? So, Jeff, thank you for that comment. If y'all have any more questions, please let me know. I'm trying to get to them as quickly as we can here, okay? So, do you think Sevier County can see accumulating snow? Maston, right now, still a wait and see. Accumulations are still up in the air. at this point. The main thing I can tell you is to be ready for potential seeing snowfall as we get towards that Friday evening, and Friday night time frame here. School closures, no, maybe in northern Arkansas. We'll have to wait and see on that, but the timing right now is going to be favoring more towards after school's out. So for most of the area, unless this timing speeds up, you should be good to go in terms of schools on Friday here. It's just trying to get out Friday evening and especially Friday night. Most plans on Friday night. You may have to wait and see how road conditions do, but we'll have to wait and see on all that. Okay, so let's go back to the Euro real quick. And one thing I want to show you guys with the Euro, by the way, is the temperatures. Okay, so bear with me for just a bit. By the way, that's next week. We're back in the 70s. So that's what I'm saying. This is going to be a very quick cold shot, snow, and then by Sunday, it's going to be a faded memory by this point. And then you're back in the 60s and 70s by the time we get towards next week, with the potential of severe weather by the time we get towards late next week. We'll talk more about that once we get past Friday's event, okay? So you can see what happens. There's your cold front moving in by the time we get towards the late Thursday and the early Friday morning time frame. Temperatures are falling like a rock in northwestern Arkansas, all right? This is what the European model does, okay? The Euro stalls the front out just south of Little Rock, so you go from 50 to the 20s in northwest Arkansas to the low 60s across southeastern Arkansas, okay? Not expecting severe weather on Friday either, by the way, okay? Now, what happens is you get a deeper surge of colder air as your system begins to jet out from the west, all right? So this is why I'm concerned somewhat, especially from central and the northeastern Arkansas, for the potential of what's called flash freeze. And flash freeze is where you go from the 50s to below freezing in a short period amount of time, okay? That's what I'm somewhat concerned about. We'll have to wait and see on what happens here. But look what happens by this point, okay? This is right around 2 o'clock in the afternoon. You're at 50 degrees here in Little Rock, okay? By the time we get towards 4 o'clock, you're at 37. And then by the time you get towards 6, 7 p.m., you're almost below freezing by that point, okay? That's rapid freeze. That's flash freeze because it's happening so quick in the area, okay? So something to keep an eye on. We'll watch it. It's not a guaranteed at this point, but something that we'll just have to watch for that time frame here. And then by the time you get towards the evening hours, you're hovering right around freezing here. So this is why we're saying we'll have to watch out for the potential of some pretty decent snow if you were to go to Euro. But with temperatures 31, 32 degrees, that is going to play more wet snow versus dry snow because you're going to have a lot of moisture to work with here, guys. So let me see here. Going over all the comments right now here, guys. Sleet and Hot Springs. Okay, let me see. Springtime weather's next. You know what will be next. Dustin, I said before, I'm really concerned, especially late next week, for the potential severe weather once again. And honestly, guys, we got one more cold shot coming in behind that for next week. And then I say late this month, especially early April, I will be fully ready for severe weather, y'all. I think it's going to be pretty active across our neck of the woods here. By the time we get towards that point, we'll have more information about that as we get closer in time here. So sleet, snow right now. And the meanest before, if y'all have any photos or videos, please let me know at this point. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and take a look at our inbox real quick, guys. And I'm going to try to get that information, I'm trying to get that stuff up on the live stream here. So, see here, Sleet and Hot Springs right now. Thank y'all for the report. Let me go back to our radar real quickly here. So, bear with me for just a bit. Let me get that up for you guys here. So, I've gone all over everything. If y'all need any more information about what could be happening on Friday, please take a look at our page. And also, we run this live stream. It's going to have everything you need to know in terms of that. But the main thing I want to stress is we will have to watch out for accumulating snowfall by the time we get towards Friday evening and Friday night. How much could we be looking at is still a big question mark at this point. Once we get a good idea on what we could be expecting in terms of accumulations and impacts, we'll have that information for you guys here. But we're not going to just jump and put an accumulation map out without studying the data a little bit more, okay? Because things can and will change by the time we get towards that time frame here. So radar is coming back up, by the way, here, guys. So before, do not let radar confuse you right now. It's going to say all rainfall here, but we know better. We're getting a lot of reports of sleet and some snow across the area here. Okay, so let me for just a bit. Let me go back to our radar here. Okay, so radar is going to be pulling up here shortly. All right. There's radar. Okay, so there's radar at this point. Okay, and then so I'm going to lead this up at this time here. You can see what's going on down there in southern Arkansas and southeast Arkansas. Southwest Arkansas. This precipitation is moving due northeast pretty quickly. Okay, so we're talking sleet, maybe a little bit of snow mixing in with the rainfall as this is moving into the metro here. Now, I would say by the time it gets into northern Arkansas and northeast, it will start to run into some drier air up here. That's why you're not seeing much up here at this point, but we will have to keep an eye on that by the time we get towards this evening and the overnight. No impact are expected. Temperatures are well above freezing at this point. Okay, so steady cold rain in El Dorado right now, sleet and rain in Malvern at this point. Dustin, great question. Will the cold air get here fast enough to change the ground temperatures or allow accumulations? Right now, whenever you are looking at potential accumulations, Dustin, especially with snowfall, if it falls at a rapid pace, you can get a good amount of accumulations. Will it stick around? No. But if it's coming out at a pretty quick rate, you can get a good 2-3 inch snowfall amount, and then you go 12 hours later and it's all gone. Okay, so that's what we're looking at here right now. I think it's going to be that heavy, wet, sticky snow that accumulates really quickly, especially on elevated surfaces. And I think with the temperatures, especially Thursday night and Friday, with the temperatures crashing down into the 30s and low 40s across the area, we should allow, especially elevated surfaces, to see accumulation. Ground temperatures right now, upper 50s, low 60s, is going to play a big role on what to see by the time we get towards that Friday time frame here. So I really hope that helps you out. I'm in North Little Rock right now. It's just cloudy right now here. So as I said before, most of this precipitation, especially from the metro north, is having a hard time getting to the ground. I got that one report in Russellville of sleet at this point here, and that may be from that band that's coming over right now here. So some folks are seeing sleet across this board. Some are seeing a majority of rain and stuff like that here. Pam, I said one question, what happens when you get flash freeze? Basically, you go from the 50s to below freezing. That means that anything that falls by that point can freeze. Basically, that's what it means, flash freeze. So it can create some road issues and stuff like that. It's a rare occurrence. Most places, especially northwest Arkansas, have seen it more times than often, but it's something pretty rare, especially this far south. We'll have to wait and see on all that, but I don't like how you're going from the 50s to below freezing within 2 or 3 hour time span. Okay, so that's something we're just gonna have to watch. We'll keep you guys informed on that, but it's not a certainty right now. It's just something that's going through my mind right now. It's something we'll have to watch and wait and see at that point here. So sleet, freezing rain, not freezing rain, excuse me, I don't know why I keep saying freezing rain. Sleet mixing in with the rain at this point here across the area. Let me take this radar for just a bit. Okay, we're gonna keep this radar up and going. Okay, so let me for just a second here. I'm gonna switch this over to this, and we're gonna go ahead and get this up on the website here. Okay, so that's what I'm trying to get you guys as photos and videos on here. Just bear with me for just a bit. That should be loading up quickly. Okay, so this is before sleet and hot springs. Okay, let's see here. Sleet and hot springs mixed with the rain. Getting a lot of reports from hot springs right now. Okay, so let me see here. Dustin, I've gotten to your question. How long? Okay, Guy, are you talking about right now with this event or Friday's event? We'll have to wait and see on that. This should last throughout the evening and into the should be out here by the overnight hours tonight here, but we'll have to wait and see on all that. For Friday's event, it's going to be Friday evening, Friday night. Should be out here by the time we get to us first thing Saturday morning here. Road conditions being hazardous for much of the evening and the night on Friday, going into the Saturday morning time frame. Like I said before, Saturday, your temperature is going to rebound quick, okay? And especially with heavy snowfall, heavy wet snowfall, it's going to melt very, very quickly across the area, okay? So, yeah, I know. This is a typical example right here of cold air aloft and not at the surface. At the surface, you are above freezing. You're well above freezing in some cases. But aloft, just above our heads, it's cold enough for the potential sleet. That's why these sleet pellets are making it to the ground pretty quick versus the rainfall, okay? Because it takes, you guys notice, it takes a whole while for those sleet pellets to melt. And in most cases, especially if they fall heavy enough, you can get a burst of sleet, then a burst of rainfall in those general areas. So that's why you're seeing that right now, okay? Especially in southern and southwestern Arkansas. It's a good amount of rain going over the area, but with all that cold air aloft, kind of bottled up. That's why you're seeing this sleet, and even in some cases, some odd cases, some snowflakes being thrown in at this point here. So, Dustin, I see that comment. Will this be a good snowball weather? Yes, it will be. It's going to be that heavy, wet snow, the heavy snow that you can compact into a snowball. It's going to be a really, really good event for that, for Friday, okay? So, will Heber Springs get anything on Friday? Yes. We're thanking North Arkansas as well, Donna. So before, in terms of accumulations and certain impacts right now, still waits to be seen, uncertain at this point. However, as we get towards that Friday night, especially here Saturday morning time frame, I do see some road conditions, especially if we can get a good amount of snowfall in that area here, guys. So I'm taking a look at the inbox right now, and we'll see about getting some photos and some videos up here at this point. So bear with me for just a second, everybody. I'm going to get that up for you guys here. So, as I said before, if y'all would like that, if y'all see that right now, please sending in. All the video and photos that you guys see on here is going to be shared to, is going to be given credit to you guys. So, I do fully appreciate y'all for doing this at this point here. Okay, so sleeting in Hot Springs right now here. Bring me from just a bit. Let me see here. Okay, so we've got the photos in at this point. Okay. So for if y'all feel, listen for y'all see any sleet or anything like that, y'all outside, feel free to take a video, stuff like that, send it in. We'll get it over for you guys at this point. Okay, so Kevin at Southern Plains Weather Authority, he just sent a report. Snow occurred in Nashville with the band mixed in with sleet for about 10 minutes. That's lifting northeast. Okay, so this is the band he's talking about right here. Let me go ahead and take a look at this real quick. So this is the band. If I can get my mouse to work with me. Alright, this is the band that he's talking about right here. Okay, so this heavy band is moving northeast. Okay, so this is moving into the metro right now. Taking a look at everything at this point. Nothing at the Weather Center at this time, but we'll keep you guys informed on all that. But there is sleet, snow, and rainfall being reported with this band. That's quickly moving out towards northeast. This heavier band down here, majority of this is rainfall. However, we will have to wait and see on what happens as you get later in the evening. Your temperatures are going to start cooling aloft. And that's where you're going to start seeing the sleet potential with this here. So I think the Euro may be on to something here. If you guys have seen any accumulations, please let me know as well here. Okay, so peace sign sleet, New Blaine, Arkansas here. So it's currently sleeting in North Little Rock. That's what that band that's coming up right now, coming into the metro here. So if you're seeing sleet, please let me know. And as I said before, guys, if y'all have photos, videos, stuff like that, I get the reports. But photos and videos are really going to help us out to confirm those reports, you guys. So if y'all have that, please feel free to send it in to our inbox, okay? Our inbox is wide open. You can feel free to send it in. We'll get it up on air at this point, guys, okay? So watching Little Rock, thank you guys for being here, by the way. I appreciate y'all for being here. So before, if y'all need any information about Friday, please tag anyone you can to this live video so that way they're not blindsided or anything like that. I know a lot of people are it's kind of back and forth right now. Some are really, really excited for Friday and some don't want it. I completely understand that. We're in March now. So right now we'll just have to wait and see on all that in terms of Friday. But I think the potential of a decent snow event is on the table across Arkansas here. Okay, so we'll just have to wait and see at this point here, guys. Okay, so Mina Sleet, thank you very much. Watching from Little Rock. Okay, I already answered that one. Let me see here. Okay, so listen, before y'all have any more questions, please let me know on all that. Okay, Janice, will Hot Springs have snowed? Yes. So before, just take a look at either the live stream before or take a look on the page here, guys. We have all the information for you guys on there as well here. Okay, so any chance in Camden, Tyler? Tyler, I hope I pronounced that right. Tyler. Anyways, yes, it's still on the table for Friday here. Okay, so we have sleet here in Michael Friday. What about El Dorado on Friday? Kimberly, yes, it's still a wait and see down in South Arkansas. I've seen situations where the majority of states see snowfall and you guys get a mix down there, okay? We'll have to wait and see and all that, okay? It just depends on how fast that cold air comes in, and it's been an omen. We've seen this over and over again with this winter weather event. I've repeated this all winter long, that colder air is going to get here and it's going to be deeper and further south than what Community Guidance has. So the potential is there. It's on the table for the potential of a statewide snow event Friday evening and Friday night. It just remains to be seen of how fast those temperatures can fall across the board here. Okay, so let me see here. Snowing and sleet from Jackson and G Street in Little Rock. Curtis, thank you for that report. Okay, let me see here. Sleeting in Little Rock from Baseline to Interstate 30. That is just due south of here where we are in the weather center right now here, guys. So that band. So basically, what's going on here in the metro? Let's zoom in. Let's take a look at it. So you're looking at this right now, and you're thinking that this is rain. Like, this is just pure rain coming in. It looks like a full thunderstorm coming in. This is an amount of all that cold air that is going on aloft. So that's why you're seeing the what's called rainfall radar, but it's sleet, or even in some cases light snow that's moving in here. So this is basically moving into the weather center. I'll let you guys know if we're getting anything. I'm kind of stay on live a little bit longer for this band to kind of come in so you guys can see what we mean here. So Michael, why are we seeing sleet? Kevin, thank you for that. That was a perfect timing, perfect synchronized comment right there here. Kevin took care of your question here. Your 850 millibar temperatures are colder with this event than all others. The cold front is much sharper as well. So basically, you have a lot of cold air aloft. You have a lot of cold air that's upstairs right now. And at the surface, you're above freezing. You're in the 30s, upper 30s, low 40s. You know, most cases, you look at your surface temperature and you're thinking, oh, well, it's just all rain. Let me correct you on that. We've seen this time and time again where most Arkansas can see winter precipitation ongoing, even with temperatures above freezing. Okay. Now, the only thing that will guarantee with your temperatures being above freezing is that you won't have any impacts on the roadways or anything like that. It won't be anything significant in terms of that, but it will make for what's called an eye candy event. It makes good for seeing the sleet falling and stuff like that, but it's not going to cause any issues on the roadways or anything like that. But you all know we're here from Arkansas. People see winter weather, people go crazy. So y'all please be careful on the roadways this afternoon, this evening. Let me see here. Jonesboro, thank you guys for that. Answer 4. See Texarkana. There's a question mark here, Beverly. I don't know if that's a question or not. We'll have to wait and see. Let me see here. Okay, Kevin, thank you for that. Let me see here. There's a lot of people in our live stream that have been following us for the last couple of years, and we really appreciate y'all for being here. We have now at 140,000 followers, guys. Our follower base continues to go into uncharted territory, so we fully appreciate y'all for being here, okay? Michael, yes, that's going to mean for fast melting with this, okay? That's why we're saying that this is not going to be any sort of winter precipitation accumulating on the roadways or anything like that. It's going to be in, out, it's going to fall, and it's going to melt, okay? Now, I will say this. Okay, now I'm going to have to wait and see what happens between tomorrow and the Thursday here. But this could lower your ground temperatures, okay? I'm going to keep an eye on this. Just depends on how much winter precipitation we can get and stuff like that. But even if you don't have impacts today, this could be what's called a catalyst to Friday's event, okay? This could help those ground temperatures get out of the 60s and into the upper 40s and low 50s. And you start getting that low, then that sets you up for Friday's event, correct? Because the next 2 days, we're not going to get terribly warm. We're going to be not terribly bad. Temperatures 40s, 50s across the board. So something to kind of keep an eye on here. This event may end up being a double-edged sword for us here in Arkansas in terms of Friday, but we'll keep an eye on that right now here. But said for this event's not going to cause any sort of major impacts here. Lisa said before, accumulations right now are still very uncertain because computer model guidance is kind of all over the place. We're going to study data. We're going to have that information for you guys as early as we can, but we want to be accurate before being early. Okay, so we'll have that information for you guys. If it's not by today, it's definitely going to be by the time we get towards tomorrow, even in some cases tomorrow afternoon. It just depends on how much agreement we can get with the computer model guidance. Right now, it's just too much uncertainty on accumulations here, but I would bet on accumulations across the board by the time we get towards your Friday evening, Friday night time frame here, okay? So how would this impact Northeast Arkansas on Friday? Alan, throughout the day, it's a wait and see because you're going to have cold air moving in and your temperatures are going to fall very quickly below freezing, okay? So it's a wait and see on all of that up there in Northeast Arkansas in terms of impacts. It all depends on how much snow you get too, okay? Because there's a lot of things that go into this forecast for Friday. How much moisture we're looking at. How fast can the cold air get here? How strong is the system? There's a million questions that are building up for Friday's event. We're still about 3-4 days away. So right now I will prepare for the potential of not being able to travel Friday night and early Saturday morning because of snow-covered roadways, stuff like that. It's still a wait and see at this point here. But we'll keep you guys informed on all that here, guys. So let me see here. Can't take too much more of this. I know it's before. It's been kind of a mixed feeling about this, and let me know, you guys. Let me know. I got about over 200 people on this live stream. Let me know how y'all feel about Friday. Would you want snow, or do you want the spring back here in Arkansas here? Because the roller coaster continues. We had severe weather on Sunday, severe weather outbreak on Sunday. We've got snow coming on Friday. Then we're back in the severe mode for next week. Then beyond that, it's going to be cold again. So I don't know how you guys feel about this. Let me know in the comments how y'all feel about the snow potential on Friday here. It's kind of a mixed bag right now here. So what time on Friday? I'm looking Friday evening into Friday night. Okay, specific timing for specific cities and counties. It's not going to happen right now because there's still uncertainty with model guidance at this point. But still a wait and see. We'll have the information for you guys at this point here. But the number one thing we'll tell you guys about this: patience is the number one way to get your questions answered with us here on Arkansas Weather Watch. You got to be patient with us, especially with winter weather, because we look at data every 5 seconds. We look at computer model guidance every 5 seconds, and they can say one thing and we say something different. Okay, so we're trying to figure out what's going on right now with guidance, trying to dissect Friday as much as we possibly can. But in terms of Friday evening and a Friday night right now, looks to be the best potential for seeing snowfall across Arkansas, not freezing rain. I'm really glad we're not dealing with another ice event here in the Natural State. Dustin, great comment. Ice last month, my wife's birthday, excuse me. Now snow this week on my birthday. We live in Arkansas. Dustin, that's just Arkansas's way of saying, hey, you're a winter weather lover. We're going to give you winter weather on both of y'all's birthdays here. So that's pretty great. Alan, I'm getting ahead knowing I'm already seeing possible severe weather next week. Yes. Especially for that Friday and Saturday time frame. I'm going to wait till after this event has passed. But there is potential for decent severe weather once again by the time we get towards next weekend, guys. So just keep that in mind. We are going, once we get past this event here, we're going into a very, very active and volatile pattern across the state. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Okay, I know a lot of people, especially on Sunday, during the day on Sunday, they came to our streams, they didn't know about it and stuff like that. They were blindsided about Sunday's event. Please stay with us, guys. Okay, we're trying to give you guys early notice. That's why we talk about this a lot across the board. Okay, so late next week, we're talking Friday and Saturday. That's where we're gonna have to watch and wait and see for that severe weather potential. But this Friday, we're talking about winter weather potential. Okay, so let me see here. But yeah, that's definitely on the table for next week. I'm very, very worried about potential severe weather as we get towards late next week here. All right, so let me see here. Okay. Rain here. Thank you for that report, Brenda. Alicia. Okay, so Heston Plays. Let's see here. I'm going over everything right now. Okay, so before, this is what we got at this point, guys. Just trying to go over everything at this point. Most of the area down there in southern Arkansas is seeing the ongoing winter, well, I would say rain/winter weather at this point here. It's not going to show up on radar because it looks like heavy rainfall, but those oranges and those reds that you're seeing is heavy rainfall, possibly some sleet, some light snow, kind of mixing in with the precipitation at this point here. Okay, so just gotta keep that in mind here. Let me see before. Okay, I'm going over everything at this point here. Okay, so thank you for the report, by the way, Kimberly. I saw in the inbox. But as before, guys, y'all have any photos, videos? Please send that in. At this point, guys, we'll have that information up either on the live stream or we'll have it up on the page. Melissa, yes, it's rain, but in most cases, especially the yellow and the orange cores up here, that is going to be where you're seeing the sleet, even some light snow across the board here. So the majority, especially in South Arkansas, is all rain, but in some cases, you're seeing some sporadic reports of sleet, snow, rainfall. It's kind of a mixed bag of precipitation at this point here, but our radar is not going to pick it up right now because where the radar beam is all rain. But you go below the radar beam is where the precipitation is being picked up here. So that's what Kevin, he made a great comment on that. Bright banding is what it's called. It's picking up the different objects being picked on radar with this type of environment here. So that's basically it. Okay, so it's mostly rainfall, but it is being mixed in with sleet and even some light snow in some cases across the board here. Okay, so northwest Arkansas right now. Speaking of which, I'm going to see about changing this over here. So I'm going to move this over to our HR. We're going to take a look at 925 millibar temperatures here. So we're looking at hour 1 at this point. Okay, so this is what we mean. Okay, so this is hour 1 right now. So this is 925 millibar temperatures here. So this is why we're saying much of the area up here in northern Arkansas, northeast Arkansas, is probably going to be seeing maybe some sleet mixing in with the snow, with the rainfall at times, especially up here. But in South Arkansas, let's take a look at 850 real quick. Okay, so this is 850 right now. All right, and your 850 is back up here. Okay, so 925, you're right at below freezing. 850, you're above freezing. Okay, so rain, freezing right there at 925, and then you're getting sleet. Okay, so that's what's going on at this point. It's kind of a mixed bag of precipitation across the state at this time here. Liberty, thank you for that comment. Let me see here. Melissa, okay, you're in northwest Arkansas. Let me see before. Alright, so Richie, I got to your question as well. Okay, if I'm at home, it doesn't stick around, it's okay. Let me see here. Richie, I saw your comment as well here. Okay, so Alicia, my son's 11th birthday. Tell him I said happy birthday. Let me see here. Andy, I do appreciate that comment as well here, guys. And I appreciate y'all for being here. I know a lot of people are kind of leaving because they're not getting their questions answered or anything like that. But folks, you got to be patient with us, okay? We're trying to get to everybody as quickly as possible. So one thing I want to stress about this live stream is be ready for the potential of winter precipitation on Friday, okay? One thing I want to stress is accumulations right now, impacts are very, very uncertain, but I would definitely watch out, especially Friday evening and then a Friday night here. Could it be a winter storm? Big question mark right now here. It just depends on how fast the cold air can get here, etc. here. So there's current radar at this point here. So before you guys, you can also get radar at our website, ArkansasWeatherWatchers.weebly.com. We have the interactive radar on that site as well here. Okay, so we see here we got sleet falling on 270 west right now. Thank you, William, for that report. Okay, so let me see here. Okay, so it's basically everything kind of mixing in at this point. So it's a mixed bag of precipitation at this time here. Okay, so let me see here. Okay, going over everything right now. I think I've gone over all the questions here. So Michelle, if it's just snow, yes. And so before, everybody's kind of got mixed feelings about Friday. They don't want the winter weather, or some people want the winter weather. I personally, if I'm going to get winter weather, I'd take snow. I don't want to have to deal with the ice like we've been dealing with the last 2 or 3 events. This one, fortunately for us, looks to be primarily snow across the board here. Okay, so as so before, I'm going to go ahead and jump over to Accumulation, guys, one more time so I can show you guys what we're looking at. Then we're going to go ahead and hop off of here. Okay, so give me 1 second here. So this is an AM, by the way. Okay, so let's go over here. Let's talk about it for just a bit, just in case someone is coming into this live stream kind of late. Alright, so it should be loading up. So what's going to be happening is, you can see, by the time we get towards Friday morning, especially northwest Arkansas, conditions are going to start deteriorating up there, okay? So if there's any school closures on Friday, I mean any school closures on Friday, it's going to be up there in northern and northwestern Arkansas, because it's going to be coming in during the day, okay? So if there's any closure at all, it's going to be up here in this generalized quarter. That's from Mena to about Fayetteville, Bentonville, or towards Harrison, over here in northwestern Arkansas, okay? So this is going to start building in. You can see the NAM, like I said before, the NAM, it doesn't look overly impressive. It looks like a light event, nothing major. This is 84 hours out, okay? The NAM is known for doing this because it's just now seeing the event. It's just now getting data from the event, okay? So basically what's going to happen is you get later into the computer model guidance, and that's where it's going to start getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger from there. So as it gets more data in. So basically that's how it looks. Let me see if I can jump this over to the 18Z. The 18Z should be coming out right now here. So there's 18Z coming in. There's the winter precipitation starting, even in some cases in northwest Arkansas as early as late Thursday night. across northeastern Oklahoma and northwestern Arkansas here, and that's that cold air sinking in, and that is something we're going to have to watch. That's another thing we're going to have to watch is that cold air coming down, okay? So there's the 18Z now, okay? You're looking at this. This is fresh data that you're looking at, by the way. All right? There's your front right here, okay? Your front boundary is basically right there. You've got all that cold air coming in, all right? So cold air is coming in. At this point, temperatures in the teens, low 20s up here, and you still got all that warm air coming in at this point here. Well, this is quote-unquote warm air, so you're in the 40s and low 50s across the area. So there's your boundary here. This boundary is quickly going to move through Arkansas, and that's what's going to force in that colder air here, guys. So something we'll keep an eye on here over the next day or so, over the next couple of days. We'll keep you guys informed on that here. But this is what I'm worried about, okay? You're going from the 50s right around 7 p.m., to below freezing by the time you get to near midnight, okay? So that means temperatures are going to fall quick. It's going to be a rapid drop-off. It's not going to be that gradual cold air moving in like we saw with the last event with the ice. This one's going to be a rapid cold air move in. It's going to come in quick. That's why I'm not worried about freezing rain or even in some cases a whole lot of sleet. I'm more worried about the potential snowfall across Arkansas here, guys. So always snow over everything else. I agree with that. I'll take the snow any day or even a cold rain before I get ice at this point. Okay, so I thank you guys for that. That's all I got for you guys right now. I know there's gonna be a lot of people that's gonna tune in kind of late. If you're tuning in late or even after the live stream ends, feel free to rewind the live stream. It'll have all the information you guys need to know. Also, all the information is going to be on the page as well. Over the next couple of days is where everything's going to be coming out, so be prepared for that, guys. And then so for Friday night, that's when we're looking for potential impacts. Accumulations, impacts right now still uncertain, but we're dissecting data, and we're going to get the information out for you guys here. And also, so for this is my first warning for late next week. The potential decent severe weather will be on the table by the time we get towards next Friday and next Saturday time frame here. We're going to keep you guys updated right here in Source for all things Arkansas weather.